are live. We're supposed to be live. Please. Oh, it's so smooth with this start. Oh, there we are. We're live. We really are live. Okay, I can see the chat. So, hello everyone. P-Donkey says hello. Well, hello. And as usual, I'm waiting a few minutes so people can see that the stream has started. We're starting about a minute late because I had some trouble with my software because it was updating and then I just lost authorization over my YouTube, so it was just weird. But yeah, as usual, we're waiting a bit and then I'm gonna start drawing. Oh, I can see all the familiar names popping up in the chat. That's always so fun. Savage Bearer says, hello, made it. Yay! The Reaper Crow says, hi, hello. The manga artist practicing my anatomy while watching this. Oh, that sounds good. Well, good luck. Grimheim, hello. Well, hello. Nice to see you here. Ari Tonley, probably butchering the names again. Hello. Well, hello. It's nice to see you guys here. And yeah, this is gonna be fun. We have a lovely day here in Canada. It's actually feeling like spring. And I really wish I could go out and just go on a hike or something, but not gonna happen anytime soon, so instead I'm just gonna spend time with you guys and stay inside, watch some pages, draw some pages. I really can't English today. But anyway, let me know if you can hear me properly, if the quality is alright, because like I said, I had some trouble with my software, so I'm a bit worried that some things might not be too good, because it was just weird, so yeah. As usual, just let me know in the comment section, and I will keep an eye on the comments, especially now before I start drawing. And yeah, then as we go, I will be drawing, answering your questions, answering the comments you guys are writing, and so on and so on. As usual, a lot of you guys are already pretty used to how the streams work. I'm always super happy to see all of the familiar names and the returning viewers. So yeah, okay, let's catch up a bit with the comments. Soshok, hello, well hello, once again familiar names. Originally, I do make comics too. That's cool. Yeah, I think a lot of people watching these streams are doing comics themselves. Mini comics. Oh, nice to see you here. Says, hey Sunny, how are you? Your stream made my evenings so much better. I'm editing a video about one point perspective and it gets boring to edit because of so many title animation details to add. Oh boy, yeah, I can imagine that. Like, the reason why I switched over to doing mostly streams only because I just hated editing videos. It's just so much work. But yeah, your videos are really cool, so keep it up, and I'm really looking forward to see your next video. And yeah, I hope you're also doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Probably won't be my A-day. I got up earlier than usual because I had to buy turnips on Animal Crossing and I just had to get up early for that, so I can still feel my coffee doing the magic in me, but yeah, I bet any money that by the end of this stream I will be just so drained, so please bear with me. Nathan asks, hey yo, well hello, nice to see you here. Little Mango Art says hello, safe illustration, oh my god. Nice to see you guys. Little Mango Art, I was working on my comics. That's great. Keep it up. Safe illustration, I miss you. Good to see you doing well. Welcome back. Yeah, it's been so long. Like, yeah, it's been so long since we talked or anything. Like, but you did an amazing job with Arisha, so congrats. And guys, if you don't know, Safe Illustration is one of our newest creators in Saturday AM. And he was in the winter season of Saturday AM, so issue 1, 15, 16 and 17, and that is where his new series Orisha, which is an African-based super cool shonen series, debuted. So be sure to check it out. You can read some of these issues for free in the Saturday AM app. And yeah, right now we have issue 118 out, which you can see here in front of me. And guess what? I'm on the cover. I mean, Ayumi is on the cover, but you know, technically it's... I mean, I did it, so... Yeah! I'm so smooth. So yeah, right now we just started our spring season, which will be issue 118, 119 and 120. And yeah, all of these series will have 3 issues in a row, so 3 installments in a row. So Saigami will be in all of these, Crunch Time, Massive Multiplayer, World of Ghost, we had others too. I think we had Comet Man and... Spoon, maybe?
I think Spoon is in this season.
Yes. I've read the magazine, but my memory is just all over the place. Plus we also had some really cool things up on the app starting from yesterday. Yesterday was supposed to be free comic book day, but of course due to the COVID-19, pretty much every comic store globally is shut down, so there was no real comic book day, but we still wanted to surprise you guys with some cool content. So if you go to our app, you can download it for free on the iOS or Android system, or from the Google Play Store. That's Android. Anyway, you can download it from anywhere where you can get apps, no matter what system you're using. I'm so smooth. And yeah, you can get 2 special issues for free. One of them is the Saturday Wars prequel. Now, if you've been with Saturday AM for like since the beginning, Saturday Wars is huge for us. We've been planning it from like day one, and it is super cool. And finally, you can see a teaser for that, as well as some teaser pages from Cockstacker, which will return this year, and we have a kick-ass new artist for it, so it's so amazing to see it, and it's gonna be super exciting. And the other one is the Saturday AM Starters Guide, which is pretty much like a starter pack. If you're new to Saturday AM, if you're new to our series, that's the perfect way to jump in. It will give you basic information about some of our characters, about their series, and will also give you some insight of what's to come. So you can get all of this for free in the Saturday AM app, which is also free, so a bunch of free content, and it's super cool. I really like these issues. Like, our designers are killing it, and it just looks so wonderful, and we have so many exciting things coming this year. So I'm very, very, very excited. Okay, I'm gonna catch up a bit with the comments, and then I'm gonna start drawing. So yeah, issue 118 is out, but actually what I will be drawing will be a page from Killshot, my new series, which will debut in June in Saturday Branch, which is one of our new magazines, which will start running from June. And yeah, I've been working on this, so I'm gonna leave this page here for a little bit, and I'm gonna catch up with the comments. Grimheim, I'm playing Animal Crossing New Leaf. That's cool, you know, it's still Animal Crossing, so I bet it's fun. I never played the earlier Animal Crossing games. New Horizons is my very first time playing it, but oh my god, it sucked me in so much. It's super fun. Cat Boha, I'm a total introvert, but goddamn, I want to go out. Oh my god, big same. Like, normally my lifestyle is not so different from quarantine because, you know, I'm just staying inside and drawing my stuff. But yeah, I really miss those daily walks or almost daily walks, and just the opportunity to just go out on a hike on the weekend, or, you know, just meet up with friends. And oh my god, it's just killing me. Like, yeah, this is rough, but this is gonna be over hopefully soonish. And then we can all go out in nature, embrace our secret extrovert selves, and yeah, it's gonna be all fun. Let's see, Millie Comics, thank you. One video takes like 15 hours to edit. I'm so happy to know you're doing well. God, yeah, I hear your pain. Yeah, I usually spend like all day editing my videos as well, and then like another day to just render them. So, it was always a mess. I still kind of want to return to making edited videos, but yeah, it's a lot of time and effort, and right now I don't have that, I mean, sure, I'm in quarantine, I have time, but at the same time I also have 2 series to juggle around and a bunch of commissions. I'm behind on commissions, I'm behind on my pages, and I don't know what's happening. It's probably Animal Crossing stealing my time, but still, I'm working every day on my pages too, and I'm still behind schedule. Anyway, the manga artist ready for the crossover in the Saturday M magazine. Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Like, Saturday Wars will be super fun, and yeah, it will have some surprises, that's for sure. Guard Ostwin, I'm probably butchering your name, sorry. What is up, guys? Little Mango Art, I recently got the XP Pen 13.3 display tablet. Oh, that's cool, that's the same tablet I'm using here. I actually really love this tablet, like, yeah, XP Pen is really killing it with this one. Guard Osman, hello Sagami Project, how is your day, my friend? Pretty good so far. It's a lovely sunny day. It feels really nice. It's warm, like it's Canada and it's warm. It's so wonderful. So yeah, so far it's pretty good. Melee Comics, the cover looks amazing. Thank you, thank you. I'm really happy how the cover turned out. So yeah, moving forward, we're gonna see a lot of more intense Ayumi. She finally will get fierce. The Reaper Crows, I'm writing the dialogue right now. Do you have a process with writing it? Okay, so since this is a question, I'm actually gonna switch over to my page and start drawing. Because that's what we're here for, basically. So what I have in front of me is page 22 from chapter 1 of Killshot. So it's pretty much in the middle. The chapter, as you can see, I already started inking and I have about half of the page already done. So I'm just gonna work on this as soon as my tablet cooperates. My laptop is lagging so hard. Like, I know I said I will be doing more streams, like silent streams, but my laptop has been giving me so much trouble that it's just not easy. So there's a lot of lag even now. Okay. Actually, okay, layer 2. There we go. So yeah, answering your question about dialogue, I usually don't write proper scripts to my comics, but whenever I'm working on like a tricky dialogue, for that I usually start to write up. Like, you know, I just open up a document and yeah, I just start spitballing the conversation, and at first I just focus on just writing out everything I have in my head. Because it's so much easier to make the selection when you actually can see what you have in front of you. And yeah, usually all of my dialogue go through several editing process. Yeah, sometimes I scratch it completely, start new, sometimes I only make like smaller tweaks to make it flow better, to make it fit the characters the best way. So yeah, it's a lot of editing that goes into it. And many times I even change things like last minute. Like I already have the finished page in front of me and I'm like, yeah, I think I could make this dialogue better. So, you know, as long as it's not published or not uploaded anywhere, like if you're working on webcomics, you can still make changes anytime. So that is something I usually keep in mind, that nothing is final until it's like released. And even then, changes can be made. Like, many times when I'm working on my pages, I'm like, I'm not 100% happy with something, but at the same time I'm like, yeah, this needs to go into the magazine and we have to have it out. But I can still make some tweaks and changes by the time it is going into the volume, because before our comics are released in the tank format, which are our paperback volumes, they go through a lot of editing with the help of our editorial team, and yeah, many times changes are made then. So I would say don't stress too much about it at first, just give it time. I usually just write my dialogues, focus on my storyboards, and I usually just give them time. Like, write something, just step away a bit, be it just a shorter break, give it a day, give it an hour or two. Because many times when you just step away from your work and when you're returning, you can just see things through so much better. And it often helps me a lot. So I do that a lot. And you know, there are some tricks that can always help you, like understanding different speech patterns your characters have, because using those will help you make the dialogue feel more like a conversation, giving everyone their own kind of voice, their own kind of speech patterns and habits. So that's something I really like to play around with, like both in Saigami, both in Killshot, my characters will have their own kind of way of speaking. You know, some speak more with slang, some characters speak with sort of an accent. So that's something I really do enjoy, and I try to use it more. It's kind of hard because I'm not a native English speaker. So, you know, I could say that, oh, I really would like to write like an Irish accent or something, but I have no idea how to write it, because those are tricky. Like, accents and various speech patterns are still very weird for me. Like, sometimes I can't even hear the difference because I'm just not used to it on a native level. But still, it's something that's we're doing a research for, or asking someone for help. Of course, you know, we have the editors with us, so I know I can count on mine to help me with that. So, okay. Let's see. Where was I? Next comment. Wheezy, do you include backgrounds in all your panels, or do you just add it when necessary? Both. Basically, I don't always draw a full background on every panel. You know, with manga, in some panels you can get away with just using speed lines or various effects. So yeah, it's not always necessary to draw out a full background. For example, if I take a look at this page, let's see. Basically, where I will be drawing a proper background will be this and this panel. Because I already have the establishing shot in the previous pages. You know exactly where the characters are, you know they are standing on the court, you know how the gym looks like. So the reader already will have the idea in their head that, yep, they are in a gym playing on a volleyball court. So there's literally no point in drawing every single background details in every single panel. And for the rest of them, I will just use like effects to enhance the mood. You know, for this, where she's like in a deep concentration, exhaling, I will add sort of a focusy mood. For here, where something silly is happening, I will add an effect that is fitting the silly mood. Here, where she's serving the ball, I will add some speed lines to indicate the movement. So yeah, you can play around a lot. In comics, it's all about telling a story through your panels. So wherever you feel like it's needed to have a background to give the readers the better idea that where the characters are, especially when they are moving around, it's very, very necessary to include the background. But whenever this story takes place at the same location for a longer time, you have more of a freedom, and it also matters a lot to picture the mood and the events properly. And sometimes that's way easier to do through effects and various mood paintings than by doing it with backgrounds. Okay, now that I zoomed out, I'm not too happy with the hand there, so I'm gonna make some changes here as soon as my software cooperates. Well, in the meantime, let's see. Giahan05, hi from Indonesia. Oh, cool, hi. God, it must be late for you. I don't know the time difference, but I know it's a lot, so welcome to the stream. Sanchez Nights, I have arrived. Well, hello. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm behind on the comments again. Where was I? Where was I? Let's see. My mind is lagging all the time too. Yeah, laptop problems, I guess. The manga art is my leg as well. I know the struggle. Oh god. So I'm not the only one. Cat Boha will be a Noya-like character in the comic. Well, define in which, like, we have an awesome libero character, yes. Shit, I'm on the wrong layer, am I? Yes, I am. So, yeah, but personality-wise, the libero character is very different compared to Noya. If I'm only thinking about personality, I would say this lady I'm drawing here probably is the closest to a Nishinoya-like character. Like, yeah, she has that attitude, and yeah, I probably should mute my phone. Sorry, just give me a sec. Okay, there we go. So yeah, since we're talking about volleyball manga, and you probably know how much I love Haikyuu, I wanted to make sure that none of my main characters are similar to Haikyuu characters. Of course, there are some similarities here and there, but it's not like I could just go and rip off characters or archetypes or anything like that. So I wanted to make sure that all of my characters will feel original, and yeah, it's a lot of planning went into the characters, the main characters and everything, their position, their backstories, how their backgrounds, be it their nationality, their upbringing, their sexuality, how it affects them and how it affects their characters. So I'm actually really excited about all of the characters, and yeah, I think even if people will always find and look for similarities with Haikyuu, because I know that that's how it will be, it is already like that. And yes, of course, Haikyuu is a big inspiration for me. It's my favorite manga. It's an incredible story. I really love the characters too. But I'm doing my best here to make Killshot its own thing, and that all of the characters will feel unique and original enough. But yeah, this girl here, her name is Jess. She's probably the most Noya-esque character in the team of my main characters. She's not a libero though, she's an outside hitter, and she's pretty much the ace of the team. So she's she's more like an active scorer. She's super fun to draw and write, so I'm really looking forward to her. So yeah, I really wish the comic was in color, because she has probably the funnest color palette. Like she's Hispanic, but she dyes her hair blue, which is like super fun, like this light blue, almost like neon color, which is super fun to do in color. And she also has like rainbow colored earrings, obviously a darker skin, and yeah, she's just so fun to draw and write, and I'm really looking forward to working with her. She's not like the leading character, like my two lead characters are these two, obviously, you probably already seen them, but she will be one of the dominant support characters. So I'm really looking forward to working with her. Okay, moving there. I'm gonna create a new layer. And we'll try this another character. Okay, catching up with the comments. Kamni Afolabi, how do you learn to start inking from less detailed sketch? Practice, basically, and just taking that leap of faith. I used to do like super detailed sketches for everything because I was not confident in my inking, and I never really did anything less while I was working traditionally. So I honestly only started having more faith with my inking to be able to rely on less detailed sketches when I was starting to completely work on my pages digitally. Because here I know even if I mess up, I can make easy fixes. Now, while I was using the regular inking tools, I was always just so on the edge, afraid that shit, if I mess up, I will need to redraw things, and I'm not even sure if I can fix problems. But with digital, I don't have that problem. So I know I can go over lines if I need to. I can make easy fixes. So yeah, it's largely digital, embracing the opportunities digital art gives you, and yeah, a lot of practice. Like I've been doing tons of studies for hands, and yeah, usually when I sketch out my characters, I just draw like, let's see, for example, if I make my ink layers go away. So these were all I drew for hands. Like I only indicated the thumb and just the mass of the other fingers. So same goes for the feet, because I already feel confident enough that I can draw it well enough, even without a proper sketch to follow. So I try to be as loose with my sketches as I can. Now, in some cases, I still use proper sketches. For example, for this one, because here we zoomed in more on the hands, I wanted to make sure it's the right angle. I made a more detailed sketch. But yeah, other times I can get away with a lot of loose sketches, and that is great because it helps me be faster with my sketches. Now, sometimes I have to draw things again and again with my inks because I just can't get it right at first or something like that. But once again, I can easily just erase my lines, go back, fix things, use like transform tools if I need to. So yeah, it's pretty comfortable and easy to work with. I love digital. Okay, next question. Let's see, where was I? Ari told me my comic took me 3 days to finish for one page. Well, you may get the hang of it. I was slower when I started too. Well, at first I was only working with just a single pencil in my school notebook, so there's that, but yeah, just the same as you get confidence with your inks, your sketches, you get faster and faster the more you do it, so yeah, I'm feeling myself getting faster with days too. Like, all of the inkings you've seen at the start of the stream, so basically like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half-ish panel, I did that in like 1 hour. Of course, that was like an hour where I was only solely focusing on doing those inks. But yeah, it's doable. You just need to do it more and more and learn how to do things more efficiently. And then it can be pretty easy. Zami9, hey Sunny, I'm a little late, but I assume I didn't miss much. Exactly! I mean, I haven't drawn much, we haven't talked much yet. And you know, the stream will be available on the channel later on, so you always will be able to catch up. And auto-saving, perfect. So I'm gonna use this to catch up a bit with the comments. The Reaper of Crows, as far as things go, I try to make everything flow nicely with dialogue. I try to have different speech patterns with some characters, but for the most part, I just want it all to work and make sense. Yeah, like that's the most important. Like your dialogue just needs to make sense and has to feel like dialogue. So, you know, don't try to info dump your readers too much. Just make it flow naturally, like a real conversation. Shakor Brown? Yeah. Shoot. My cursor just went down and now I'm not sure where I was. So let me just scroll. Yeah, Shakor Brown, nice wall. Thank you. I'm not sure how much you can see, but yeah, I have some decoration up here. Now my camera angle is kind of weird, but I just couldn't fix it up properly, so yeah. One day I will have like proper streaming setup and all that jazz, and maybe I will have more decoration behind me, but yeah. Many comics, do you use a streaming program or do you stream straight from YouTube? I'm using a streaming program called XSplit. XSplit. I don't know how to stream from YouTube directly, so yeah, I just got into streaming by using XSplit, and it's pretty comfortable because I can like, put the layovers in the corner with the Saturday AM links and my logos and social media and other stuff. So I got used to that. I'm a person of habits, so I don't think I can get used to any other software. So yeah. Black Nico, hi, I am new here. Well, hello, nice to meet you. Welcome to the channel. And that reminds me that I never did the introduction. So hello everyone, welcome to the Saigami Project channel. My name is Andrea Ottilia Antoni, and I'm the creator of the manga series Saigami and Killshot in progress from Saturday AM. Yeah, just enjoyed the stream. Basically, we only have like 2 rules. One of them is that just be nice. And the other one is when you're just talking to someone else in the chat, just use the @ and their username so they know you are talking to them, and I will also know that you're just talking to each other, and I don't have to read out your comments and I can catch up faster. Because that's usually my problem, catching up. So yeah, let's catch up with those comments. Vizzy, referring back to backgrounds, okay. If practice is making blurred backgrounds just to make the setting, no. Not a detailed to background, but just make the location, no. I guess. I mean, I'm having trouble with this sentence here. But basically, a lot of people do that. Yeah, they use like blurred photos as a background. You can do that. It depends on the style as well. Now, my style is more in the monochrome era. Like I try to draw all of my backgrounds, so I'm not really using photos or anything. Now with Killshot, I'm experimenting a lot with 3D backgrounds as well, but I still prefer to keep my backgrounds inked. But I've seen a lot of, especially webcomics, where people are using like blurred photos or just color patches to indicate the background, and you know, it works. It highly depends on the style and the aesthetics, I guess. Catman art. I might get Apple Black Volume 1 and 2 and Saigami Volume 1 and 2. Oh, that would be awesome! I can highly recommend them. Like, really, they are good, trust me. The Reaper of Crows, the stream has been laggy for me. Crap. Well, I hope it's not on my end. I know I had some trouble with my internet in the past few days. But yeah, if it is lagging very bad and if it's lagging for others too, please let me know. It's not like I can do anything else about it, to be frank, but you know, if it's getting horrible, I probably will just stop the stream because yeah, it kind of ruins the fun watching a laggy stream. But I hope it's not something that needs to stop the stream, so yeah. Check or Brown, how much money do you make a month? Well, that's a question I would not like to answer because it's kind of personal. Just in general, know that making comics is not as benefiting financially as people think. So just because I'm published, just because my books are out on the market doesn't mean that I'm making a lot of money, because yeah, those books needs to be sold, and yeah, a lot of people don't know that there's not that much money in comics. Like usually comic artists make their most money from merchandise and licensing deals. So there's an important difference there. And just solely drawing comics is not as lucrative as you might think. Of course, I'm also making commissions, which is definitely way more lucrative than my comics. But yeah, you know, it depends, it varies. Some months are good, some months are worse. Obviously now it's kind of tricky because everyone is in a rougher financial situation. So yeah, that's basically how freelancing works. So yeah, it's not like I have a solid number to even share because literally every month is different for me. So yeah. Plus, you know, if you're only getting into comics for the money, don't even start. Because it's a lot of hard work, and for such a long time you won't see any financial benefits, and even if you do, it won't be as much as you hope. So yeah, if you're only doing it for the money, you're gonna just quit. Like, I've seen so many people who are just thinking that, oh yeah, I can make a lot of money with this because that's what I've seen in Bakuman, and then that's not how it works in reality. So yeah, it's the truth. Kamiya Flavi, really cool background music, by the way. Well, thank you. Part of my background music is just from YouTube's royalty-free music library, but a bunch of my music, including the song that is playing right now, is created by Madness, who's a very, very talented German music composer, and he actually did a soundtrack for Saigami, and it is awesome. It's up on Spotify. You can find a link in my video description as well, and on my YouTube channel. I can only highly recommend it because it's just so amazing. Like, each of the main characters have their themes, and it just blows my mind every way, and it helps me so much to get in the mood for Saigami whenever it comes to drawing and writing, and he really killed it with all the songs. Plus he has other really cool songs, covers and original songs, so I can only recommend him. Let's see. Sanchez Knights, how long do we have left with Saigami before it's done and Killshot is your main project? Oh no. I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I have my ideas of how long Saigami will be, but you know, it's a different matter of how long that will take to finish it up. You know, sometimes life gets in the way and I can't work on things as fast as I would like to. Definitely Volume 3 is something that takes way longer than I ever expected, because there have been just so many things happening in my life with immigration and all that stuff. So yeah, it was definitely hard, and many times when I would like to work on comics, I have to focus on commissions because that's how I can make money. And yeah, it's kind of hard to just say the numbers that, oh yeah, I will finish Saigami in 3 years and then I can focus on Killshot, because I don't know. Technically, I plan Killshot to be shorter than Saigami, so it might even happen that Killshot will be finished faster than Saigami. Because right now I plan Killshot to be like about 6 volumes, and Saigami I plan to be about 10 to 12 volumes, maybe a bit less. Then again, Killshot will be running in Branch, which is a quarterly magazine, so you will see a chapter every 3 months, at least for now. It might change in the future. So yeah, it's kind of hard to tell in the moment. I wish I could give you a solid number, but I really don't myself. So yeah, we'll see. It will be interesting to see how these two go. Okay, I'm gonna save and I'm gonna catch up a bit with the comments. Let's see, Jeremiah Link. Thank you for sharing. It's always good to see how a professional draws and why. You're welcome. I'm really happy you're enjoying it, and maybe you can learn a few tricks here. I definitely will try to finish inking this page and maybe do some effects as well. So stay tuned, and I hope I can help you learn a few things. Okay, Cat Boha. With Noya like I meant the maybe short energy ball one. Yeah, it's definitely just then. She's not the shortest in the team, but she's shorter than the other outside hitters, I think. She's definitely way taller than Noya though. Let me just pull her out. So she's 5'11". So definitely way taller than Noya. Basically in Haikyuu that was I think Kageyama's height. So she's still tall. So I'm being realistic with the numbers and the heights here because they are in college, so they are way older than the characters in Haikyuu. And also, you know, most of them are American. So yeah, we're realistic here. So yeah, she's 5'11", but she's definitely an energy ball and has an attitude. So yeah, she will be fun. I think she's probably the one that has that Noya sort of like fun energy. Let's see. Where was I? The Reaper of Crows. Very recently I found out an artist I followed made an OC that was pretty similar to my main OC. It hit me in an odd place since I tried to be as interesting and original. Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky. But yeah, it's something you kinda have to deal with. I'm gonna move to the top panel in the meantime and I will work on those. It's basically something you have to deal with when you're posting your stuff on the internet. Like, nothing is copyrighted, everything can be stolen. I personally, honestly, was never that worried about this because I have confidence in my characters and my writing skills to a degree that I feel like I can do this in my own way enough that it will still be my original character, my original concept. So I was never overly worried about that. Now with design it's a bit trickier because people are always just searching for similarities. Like, you know, no matter how original your character concept will look, there will be someone commenting that, oh hey, this character looks like that character. And that can be like super frustrating. But yeah, it's also frustrating to know that you're trying your best to be original and now you don't know if someone else or that person you show your stuff is copying you. Sometimes it can be pretty obvious and yeah, it's tough. Now, if you're on good enough terms with this person or feel like you can discuss things, then I would say feel free to call them out. I had this happen with me before. It was basically, if you've seen Saigami, even just the first chapter, I have my way to do the narration panels, basically, to make them look like it's a torn page. Later on it will make sense why it is like that, so that was something I was actually really proud of because it's something that's there from the very first. It felt a bit unique and it's something that will be part of the story. So I was super happy about that, and shortly after I started releasing my chapters for Saigami, I've seen two artists who I was on good terms with do the exact same for their own narration panels. And I was like, ah crap, that's something I really don't like. And yeah, it hit me in a weird place, and at first I wasn't sure, like, well, maybe they just think that what I'm doing is the right way to do it, maybe they just aren't informed enough. So what I did was I just wrote a message that, hey, this is something I do because it fits my story and this is something that I came up with on my own. So if you could do something else, that would be nice. And yeah, they just changed it. So, you know, it turned out that they just didn't understand that it was something. They thought it looked cool and they just wanted to use it themselves. But yeah, it worked out in the end. So sometimes it is worth to confront a little bit with people. Now, it also depends on certain personalities because some people just can't be reasoned with, some people will be offended. So it's up to your own judgment at how they will handle the situation. But I honestly just prefer sometimes to to make that step and get things over with, even if it means confrontation. What layer am I on? There you go. Oh, work with me. So much lag. So yeah, but yeah, it's something you will have to deal with. The more you draw, the more symmetries you will see. Plus, you know, when you're popular, it will be even more of an issue. Like, you guys have no idea how many Apple Black ripoffs we've seen along the years of publishing Saturday AM. Like, some of them were just like blatantly just tracing Apple Black, and it's blowing your mind every time. So it's fun. The River of Crows, and it wasn't just design, it was part of the personality, and they even shared the same name. Oh shit, okay. Now I wish I had read that at first too, but yeah, I would definitely call them out that, hey, this is called plagiarizing, because yeah, if they even steal the name and the personality traits, that's not cool. Like, let's see, where was I? I'm so far behind on the comments once again. Rocketman, one of my big inspiration for making manga is shonen series like Dragon Ball, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, One Punch Man, etc. Good. That's pretty much true for everything drawing shonen manga, but you know, we all start drawing by being inspired by what we like. I started drawing manga inspired by Naruto at first. Of course, I was into certain other anime series, like my very first stories. Well, I started writing stories, like novels. Those were inspired by Harry Potter, Darren Shan, Lord of the Rings, so it was more like fantasy-esque. I was also working on like Digimon original stories. And yeah, later on I found the manga Naruto, and it was love at first sight, and I was like, yeah, I wanna do this. So yeah, we always start out by inspired by what we love, so that's cool. Jeremiah Link, my sketches are better than my inks. I'm so sad thinking about it. Yeah, it happens a lot. It happens with a lot of creators. So it's just artist problems, I guess. Also, sometimes I find like I feel like my sketches are better, but it is also largely because my sketches are loose, and sometimes it's just my brain filling out the gaps, and it's easier to see what you want to see in a sketch than in an inked picture. So sometimes it's just your brain cheating you. But it's comics, so you kind of need to ink even if it doesn't feel as good as your sketches, so just go for it. Mel, how long have you been drawing professionally? Well, I was first published when I was 19, but I wouldn't call that the professional level. I was 20 when I was working for a magazine, drawing small comics and comic strips for them. So you could say that was my start as professional, but then I stopped drawing for about a year after that. So let's say I started drawing Saigami for Saturday AM in 2014. So let's say it's that. It's been a long time ago. So yeah, let's say 6-ish years. And I've been drawing comics since I was 14. That was in 2004, basically. So yeah, long time ago. I'm an old lady. Jeremiah Link, question, what kind of digitizer do you use? You mean like the drawing tablet? If you do, well, this is an XP Pen Artist 13.3 Pro. It's a 13-inch drawing tablet. I have a complete review video on it, so if you're interested more in details, feel free to check it out, because that will be way more informative. As for the software, I'm using Clip Studio Paint Pro, which is super good. I absolutely love this software, and I can only highly recommend it if you're working on comics. So yeah, that's I think the answer for your question. When I was working traditionally, of course, that included the scanner as well. But I honestly don't even remember the scanner, what we have. I know it's a Brother something, but it's, I don't know. It's one of the fancier ones, like it's huge. But yeah, I don't remember the type or anything. Comics, do you have any tips on not to be afraid to stream? I can do it because I'm too afraid. Oh my god, that's too real. Like, just start doing it. If it helps, I'm always super nervous before streams, every single time. Like, I need the preparation, I need to get into that mindset. I'm always so anxious because, yeah, it takes time to get used to it. Plus, at first, when I was streaming, I was always like, oh my god, I need to do my best because people can see how I mess up, and I was always so stressed out. And after a while, you just get used to it. Like, people actually like seeing you're making mistakes because that will feel you more like you're human, just like them. Because so many times people are watching like speed drawing videos and everything is so perfect, the artists are making no mistake, everything is just so intimidatingly perfect that I really find it quite relaxing where people are saying that, oh shit, you made a mistake. I'm so happy to see that. And yeah, once I could embrace that yeah, I can do mistakes. Be it, mistake with my arm, mistake with my English, which is so far from being perfect. I could relax more during these streams. So yeah, it just takes a bit of time and getting into that mindset that it's okay to mess up, to make mistakes, and generally just try to enjoy it, just be yourself, and people will just come to your streams anyway. It also probably did help that during the time when I was doing my live streams first, I also started to do several public speaking at conventions and stuff like that, so that certainly did help. Because it's still easier to just face your camera and talk like that, but at the same time you have to embrace the idea that, yeah, you're just sitting here talking to yourself. But in public speaking, you at least have the reactions from the crowd and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a matter of getting used to it and just practice it and just don't stress too much. Let's see, Sanchez Knights. Wait, so Killshot isn't done before it's going to come out in the magazine? No. I mean, the first chapter will be done when it's coming out in the magazine, but it will be a series. So it's not a one-shot story. It will be a running series in Saturday Brunch, alongside with other series like Henshin and Spirit Pizza, and some other series I cannot name just yet, that will be running in Saturday Brunch. So the first chapter will be complete by the time it's published, of course, but not the rest of the series. It will be running. So yeah. The manga artist, do you prefer new school or old school manga and anime? I prefer old school. I honestly just prefer good stories and likable characters. So I have a lot of favorites in old school, I have favorites in new school, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. As long as it's a story I can enjoy, I will like it. Jeremiah Link, Shonen Jump used to do 15 pages per magazine. I don't keep up with shonen manga anymore. Bad company. Yeah, the quality of Shonen Jump is interesting nowadays. admittedly, I used to be like super into Shonen Jump. I was reading everything they published. I was keeping up with the latest news on it, all of the publication, all of the rankings and everything. And I just lost interest so much in it. Especially since they started to publish some series that I found have questionable qualities. So yeah, I'm not that much into Shonen Jump. I still read several series. Most of them I'm not up to date. I'm still catching up, but yeah, it has issues for sure. So this catch is messed up, so this will be interesting. I'm gonna flip the canvas because that's easier to see the mistakes. And I will hope that I can make this work. If not, I'm just gonna erase it and do it again. Yep, do it again. I love digital. Let's see. Such is nice, but you can make a lot of money in comics. Look at EVS, I don't know what that is, and a lot of other artists. I hate how a lot of people say there isn't money in comics just because they aren't making a lot. Okay, you're kind of picking a fight here. So there's a lot of money in everything. Look at sport, there are people always who make a tons of money. That doesn't mean everyone who's doing it will make a lot of money. Especially when you're starting out, you won't be making a lot of money. So I always like to state it that when you're starting out, you're not gonna be making a lot of money. It all comes down to the licensing deals, the sales, a lot of layered things. Comics is a very complicated industry section. And yes, there are people, there's Marvel, there are a lot of individual creators who can make a killing by doing Kickstarters, selling at conventions, and there are always the examples that yes, there is money in comics. But a lot of people think when they are starting out, they will immediately make that amount of money, and that isn't true. Because you will need to build an audience, you will need the brand, you will need all the deals to get you started. So it's not like you can just up and, hey guys, I have this comic, give me your money. Plus, yeah, people might not give you the money. A lot of people, especially nowadays, are used to the free content. So, believe it or not, it's kind of hard to earn money if you're doing comics like that. So, yeah, it's not as easy as you think, but you know, prove me wrong, do it yourself, and let's see. So, yeah. Just because there are people doing it, it doesn't mean it's easy. Like, it's saying as everyone can be fucking rich on YouTube. That's bullshit. Like, sure, there are people who have millions of views and doing a lot of money on YouTube. That doesn't mean that the other 300,000 people who are doing YouTube are making billing on it. So, yeah. I hope my point goes through. Mini comics. I really appreciate when artists draw their backgrounds themselves. This way, it is part of the overall art style, and the reader sees everything the artist is capable of doing. Yeah, I really like to do it myself as well. Of course, I'm obviously relying on reference pictures a lot of times with my backgrounds as well, especially when it is realistic backgrounds like. With Killshot, obviously, a lot of backgrounds will be realistic, based on real-life locations even. Like, the first page, it actually starts out on an airport I'm very familiar with, so I'm drawing my backgrounds based on photo references for that airport, because I want it to feel like as if we're actually there. So yeah, I'm relying on photos, but at the same time, I'm making sure I'm drawing everything, and I'm not just turning a photo into a grayscale background or anything, because I don't like those. Like, it fits certain stories, but I still prefer to do it myself. I think it adds a nice little extra. Sometimes I wish I could do it the easy way, but yeah. see. Rocketman art. Making manga is a lot of hard work. I'm doing it because it's fun. At first you won't make a lot of money. I agree. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's something very important to understand, because I met too many creators who really just wanted to get into manga drawing because I don't feel like going to school, I don't feel like working, so I'm just gonna make manga because everyone can do that. And that's not true. It's a lot of hard work and it's not too lucrative until you reach a certain point. The manga artist. Comics should be something you enjoy. It's all about stamina, guts, and luck. You can't make Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and One Piece repost manga, and comics takes time for it to bloom. Just some words of wisdom. Yep, exactly. Like, it's okay to be inspired by other series. Heck, I'm drawing here a manga that's volleyball, so obviously it was inspired partially by Haikyuu, but at the same time it doesn't mean I can just rip it off, so, and it will be so different. Like, yeah, I know a lot of people are expecting like a female Haikyuu here, and it won't be exactly like that. So yeah, just search for the inspiration, but at the same time go back to your own roots and try to tell a story that only you can tell. John Mendoza. Hey Saigami Project, how are you? I'm making another one-shot after I'm done with my first one-shot. I'm doing good, thank you. And good luck with your short story. Speaking of short stories, Summer of Manga is happening this year again too. If you're not too familiar with it, it's the short story competition we have in Saturday AM. And you can still apply it, like tomorrow is the last day actually, I think. So if you're a comic and you're looking to get published, get some more experience, editorial guidance, then I can absolutely recommend to check out Saturday AM homepage and read the guidelines and the rules. Now the application, like I said, is ending tomorrow, but the application form is only like an RSVP form, so you don't need to send in your pages right off the bat, so don't feel intimidated about that. But yeah, so far we have some really cool entries, so we will run some really interesting short stories this year in the magazine too. Last year was super fun too. That was when we debuted Atlas article, which is one of our coolest new series. That's where Zafe Illustration also debuted. It wasn't with Orisha, he was doing another short story, but it was pretty cool. I really did enjoy it, and a lot of other cool short stories. So I'm super excited about this year's Summer of Manga too. Let's see. The manga artist, love your art style. Thank you. Savage BRs, the stream started to lag real bad for me. Oh crap. So I guess it might be a problem with my internet. I don't know. I'm sorry. I hope it's nothing too bad. The Reaper of Crows. Okay, I did do a call that sounded casual. So far a bunch of people liked it. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, like sometimes you will just have to stand up and just call people out. Especially in the creative fields. Because yeah, it sucks when people try to just climb up on your back. It actually reminds me of something that I had to deal with in the recent days. I was posting a fan art on Twitter and Tumblr and on Instagram, which was a fan art from Ruby. You've probably seen it if you follow me on social media. And yeah, someone actually posted this artwork on Reddit. I was okay with it because they still credited me and everything, so I was like, okay, well, I guess it's up there. But someone actually started to write like a fanfic script, something based on that, and it was just a fucking cringe fest. And oh my god, like they just put their own headcanon, and I was just losing my mind over that, and it was so frustrating. So I actually did call out said person. And yeah, it was actually really nice to see that several people who I don't even know actually liked that. Yeah, it's a good thing that finally an artist is calling out these people who are just trying to utilize other people's fan art to just climb up on their backs. So yeah, it was something. So yeah, sometimes it's just good to just brace yourself and go in for a tiny bit of confrontation. Of course, it's also important to know when it's worth to pick a fight. Like, sometimes it's just not worth it. Especially if you're dealing with someone who's just there for the trouble. But yeah, sometimes you just have to stand up for yourself. Jeremiah Link, Saigami, do you have a Discord page for content creators? Well, I do have my Discord server. I think you can find a link. Okay, so maybe the link is not in the video description, but if you hit my link tree, if you go to my profile on Instagram or anywhere, basically on all of my social media, you will find a link to my own Discord server, where we also have a thread for aspiring creators, where you can post your art, your story ideas, and all that stuff. Now, I'm not too active on that Discord community, but we have several folks who are pretty active, and it can be a lot of fun. So if you're interested, check it out and join us. Let's see. The manga artist. I do agree with you. I find myself nitpicking about some mangas I read, so I prefer certain stories too. Yeah, I mean,
I think you skipped a lot.
Did I?
That was from the manga artist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Damn. So, let's go back. Yeah, sometimes my chat is just scrolling down on its own. So, yeah. Ari only. Yeah, I'm probably butchering your name, sorry. Me and my brother were working just for one webcomic. And that's cool, and it's always so fun to work together with someone. So good luck. Jeremiah Link. Okay, you inspired me to draw. I'm going to do that now. Go for it. It's always fun when people are drawing together with these streams. It can be a lot of fun to work together with others. It can be inspiring and helping with focus. Like, recently I've been doing this really fun activity called Power Hour in a Discord server I'm on, where basically people just post where they are with their current work, and everyone is focused on what they are doing, whether it's writing or drawing, for an hour, and then after the hour is up, they just post the result. And it's always so incredible to see what people are working on and how these power hours can help everyone to just focus on their own crafts, and it's pretty cool. So I hope that those of you who are drawing along with the stream can focus on your work, and maybe I can inspire you. Catbo, I'm about to close YouTube and watch this after stream or tomorrow because this is putting me offline like 8 times in a row. YouTube, why? Oh crap. So yeah, there's clearly something wrong with the stream and I'm not too happy about that. I'm really sorry if you guys have to deal with the lag. I'm honestly not sure what's the problem. If it's YouTube, my internet, I don't know, like...
I think it's everyone being at home and using internet.
Yeah, probably
I
it's...
hope any.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, like...
Well, Netflix, I heard, has lowered their quality so that
Mhm.
because so many people are streaming from them, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube is also making certain steps, like lowering the quality of the streams or their bandwidth or something like that. I honestly did not think about that. So, crap. I will have to look into this because I know how frustrating lag streams can be. And maybe we can move forms, like if it's, you know, something that's better on Twitch, maybe I can move over to Twitch or something, but yeah, I would expect all of the streaming platforms be pretty busy. And it's a weekend, so I would even expect more people to be online now. So yeah, I'm sorry guys. P3 Global, hi. Well, hello. Aiden Reeves, it's working great for me. Oh, that's good to know. So I really don't know what's up there. Yeah, I really wish I knew what's up. Yeah, it seems to work fine for some of you. For some of you, it's lagging and kicking you out. I really don't know. I'm not receiving any error messages. Like my settings are like usual, so I don't know. I hope at least you will be able to watch it properly after the stream. That's always an option. Ah, crap. Okay. So certainly one of the things I don't really like about digital is that oftentimes I'm drawing like zoomed in, and when I zoom out I'm like, oh, what the hell did I draw there? So yeah, now I'm going back and I'm gonna fix that. D-Manga artist, do you have any artist Discord you recommend I should join to improve? Well, I know White Manga has a Discord. So, oops, wrong layer. So, that probably will be one to recommend. Like I said, I also do have a Discord community where people can send in their artworks. Now, I'm not commenting on those artworks, not giving feedback and stuff like that. Oh, live stream offline. So yeah, there's a problem. And we're back, I guess. Are we back? Oh boy. Yeah, I probably will end this stream shortly. Because yeah, now I actually seen it that yeah, it said the live stream was offline, so at least now I received an error message. So yeah, I probably won't continue this stream for too long because clearly we have problems. But yeah, going back to the Discord. So I have the Discord for Saigami, and yeah, we have certain channels where you post your art, post your story ideas, and so on and so on. I don't leave feedback on those, but if you would like to have feedback, it's an option that I have via my Patreon. So in my Patreon you can get access to private tutoring, getting feedback on your artwork, and if you're a patron you have access to certain channels in the Discord community where you can post your art and I will give you feedback on your stuff. So that's a way to get direct feedback from me. Now, for other artist Discords, I don't know, I'm pretty new to Discord. I'm not part in too many servers. Like I'm on White Manga's Discord server, but honestly, I have it muted, so I don't take part in any of it. So yeah, well, I'm sorry. Like I don't have time to keep up with a lot of servers or anything. I'm part of some private servers, but that's not for manga drawing or anything. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not in any artist Discord servers other than White's and my own. So I don't know. Maybe some people here will be able to recommend you some stuff because I know we have several artists here. So yeah, that's all I can say for now. Spade. Hello, Mrs. Andrea. Well, hello, Spade. Nice to see you here. Reaper of Crows, it's been going offline for me too for a bit. I had to refresh a bunch of times. The tablet said it was offline, but I keep refreshing. Yeah, crap. So we clearly have a problem. So yeah, I'm just gonna answer a few questions. So if you have questions, just please send it my way quickly, and then I will just wrap up the stream. Because yeah, this is not fun to do it like this. Kenji H, you, I have a question. To make your own manga Saigami, have you got inspiration from other manga? When you read some manga? Yep. Primarily for the story, I actually was inspired by Final Fantasy X, so that was more of a video game inspiration. But for starting to draw and my early art style, that definitely was inspired by Naruto. Like, Naruto was like a huge inspiration for me. And later on, as I read more manga, I took inspiration from here and there, a lot of places, especially with art style and different things with my art. So yeah, Naruto, Fairy Tail, Haikyuu were a huge inspiration on my art style and how I draw things. So I will name those. Anna Hiavalos, how many pages do you need to complete in a given week or month? Love you. Thank you. It depends. My schedule varies. So now in Saturday and we have the series running in like a seasonal setup. So I didn't have to work on pages for like a couple of months. I could focus on other stuff. Right now I have tons of pages on my plate, so I have to finish 52 pages for Kill Shot until start of June, and I also have to finish 2 more installments of Saigami shortly, until June, I guess. Like, I have to finish up about like 10 to 15 pages this month until like the middle of the month. So the next 2 weeks I will spend just drawing like crazy my pages for Saigami, and after that I will have to finish up another batch of 10 to 15-ish pages for the middle of next month, which is already June, so I literally have 2 deadlines clashing over. So literally in the next month and a half I will have to finish about 60-ish pages. It will be fun. So yeah, roughly I will have to complete like 2 pages a day. On some days I will be able to do more, on some days I will be able to do less. So it varies. I like to juggle things around, so yeah. But yeah, the next month and a half will be a heavy workload with the pages. Vizzy, have a wonderful... Well, thank you, it's a lovely day. It will be nice to be outside, but stay at home and wash your hands. Amahiavalos, also have you considered creating a tutorial in Clip Studio, Paint, or Manga Studio? Yes, I have. I actually had started a tutorial. I did have a few tutorials like on speedlines and certain things. Possibly, there will be more tutorials from me in the future. Definitely not in the next month and a half because I have a crazy amount of pages to work on. So so definitely won't have time to create edited videos. I was thinking of maybe doing like tutorial live streams where I won't be focusing on my own stuff, but instead I will do like a live tutorial where I can show you guys everything like live and in actual speed and stuff like that. So that can be a thing for sure. I definitely would like to do more things with Clip Studio because it's really cool software. And yeah, some things might be coming in our way as well, so we'll see. Yeah. Grimheim, this page looks great so far. Well, thank you. I've been really enjoying working on this, and please look forward to reading Killshot. It will be cool. As they have to draw the majority of the pages, but it will be nice. Kenji H, that's so cute, your drawings. Thank you. Okay guys, I think I'm actually caught up with the comments. So once again, don't forget that you can read Saigami in issue 118 of Saturday AM, which is available for free in the Saturday AM app. You can find the links for that in the video description or my YouTube profile or basically on any of my social media pages. You can also get other free content via our app. We have the Saturday Wars preview, we have the Saturday AM starters guide, we have several issues for free, and you can also get some other contents to catch up with our series. We have a lot of good stuff, so don't forget to check that out. The River of Crows. I'm currently working on my manga project and I'll be submitting to Branch. Is there a time limit or anything? Well, we have the Branch application open right now. I think we will close that alongside with Summer of Manga. But at the same time, since Branch is only starting out, we will accept more applications going forward as well. So yeah, that's something you can always do. You know, we rather wait instead of having like a rushed submission. We have a very strong starting group to launch Branch, but obviously we would like to have more series in the magazine as well. So Branch will be in a state where we still will accept upload submissions. And you know where to find me, and just feel free to reach out to me. I'm pretty much in charge of reaching out to artists on behalf of Branch, so I could say you have the right person to message to if you are interested in getting into Branch or submitting. So feel free to reach out anytime, and we will see. So yeah, the manga artists admire your work. Thank you very much. And yeah. Since we have this trouble, I probably will just wrap this stream up. Once again, Saturday AM, read it, get the app, download the app, please rate the app if you do like it. I think it's pretty cool. Like I really like the design. I have several apps on my phone for reading stuff, but I think ours is pretty cool. Like I've been really enjoying it. I had nothing to do with it, so I can honestly admire it because I really enjoy it. And yeah. We have a lot of things coming. The application for Branch and Summer of Manga is still open until tomorrow. You can find a link to that in the video description. And yeah, just check out everything we do. Follow us on social media. You can find all of the links. And once again, if you would like to have more content, behind the scenes stuff, personal tutoring, and just generally more content from me, check out my Patreon. And also, huge thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon. Making possible to create these videos and all the content I'm creating. And yeah, you can find everything in the video description, and I will be wrapping this stream up now, and hopefully next time we will have more luck with the stream and won't be as laggy. We'll see. I will try. Since this was such a short stream, I will try to do another stream pretty soon, so stay tuned. I definitely have a lot of content to work on to share with you guys, and the stream is offline again. Well, I'm not gonna swear. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna wrap up. So thank you very much guys for joining me for today's stream, even though it was laggy and crappy and I don't know what was up. I'm sorry. But I hope you enjoyed it, and you know where to find the links. There's everything you might need. And yeah, see you next time in my another stream. Bye.